Hey y'all, welcome to Streaming Matters episode 56. Sorry I was a few minutes late. I was trying to order my pizza. So we had a little pizza issue going on there. Hold on a second. Let me pull up so I can see my chat and I can see what people are saying. So hold on a second here. Pop out chat because I do not want to look at myself. That is not necessary. Late again. Yeah, Tim, you're right. I was late again. So it is what it is on that, folks. A little bit late. Look, I was gonna fix my hair, and this is what you get. Hey, Marvin Bass, Ebony, thanks y'all for coming in. Michael, no guests other than Blue will be on in a little bit. She was taking care of some stuff at her house. Carl will not be on. He was up all night. He was up on a 24 hours doing some work. So we'll just have to see what's going to be going on. I really don't have anything big. I thought we could talk about Wacko. If you guys want Waco, I'm not sure how to pronounce it because the developer of that app, if you've watched my video on that, is not. It doesn't speak English, so he just calls it Wako, and he says you can call it Wacko or Waco, whatever you want to call it. So Wacko, Waco. I guess I didn't do a show since I've made that video. So we can talk about that. We can talk about anything that's in Destiny. If you guys want to post any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. If you got some people that are in the chat that would like to jump on the show, as always, I welcome anybody that wants to come on the show as long as you're not a jerk or cause a lot of problems. But people can come on the show if there's some product or an add-on or builds or this or that you want to talk about. We may have someone from One Nation coming on. Hold on a second. Let me send him a message while I'm thinking of it because I will forget, as happens as I get a little older. That stuff tends to happen. So hold on one moment, folks. Let me try to remember to send him the link. Mr. Nebula. So send him the link. So he may pop on. That'd be cool if he wants to jump on here. Let's see here. What we got going on, folks? Hey, Redneck, what's up? Loki's in the Loki. Fire Stick Dirt Shit. He's joined us in there. Heavy Metal. Thanks for coming. Diana's jumped it. Thanks for coming on here. If you're driving home, be safe. Don't you can listen to me. I know that can't remember who it was that sent me the message that they watched the show as they were driving home from work. Diana, I don't think it was you. It was somebody else that sent me. It was a guy. He was stuck in traffic and had me going on in the had the show going on his little tablet over there, and you see him sitting in traffic. So at Grindhouse Don't Drive and YouTube. But he was just sitting in traffic. But also it doesn't hurt to listen to it. I've listened to numerous shows, Superdell or Bonos or some of these people. I've listened to their show on my way home. I don't have to watch it to hear what's going on. So, hey everybody, thanks for joining in. I'll try since I'm a Lone Ranger here, which I'm never short of words. So, but Lone Ranger I'll try to watch the chat going on. And so yes, I've ordered myself a pizza. So that will be showing up at some point. Let me go ahead and get a little tip money out because. Hey, people in service industries that are coming to your house or coming delivering stuff, you need to give them a tip. Most people say, oh, well, it's included in the price. I saw that, Domino's charged me $3 for delivery. The driver doesn't get any of that money. That money actually is supposed to help pay for the gas costs that the pizza place or whatever the delivery place will give money towards the gas for their drivers. But most times the drivers are making very little. I mean, very little. So they're making it off a tip. So going to have pizza tonight because I don't feel like cooking. Let's see. All right. JJ, I'll go ahead and let you be a mod. All right, I'll let you be a mod in there, and I'm trying to keep an eye on there. Grino says, I'm a guy, so I tip a lot if it's a cute chick. All right, so I'm gonna tell you about my pizza delivery guys. All right, so I like Domino's pizza. I'm not a fan of Papa John's and Pizza Hut. I don't know. They went downhill about 20 years ago. But so I'll usually get Domino's. It's for what I get is all right. And I've got one weird guy that'll deliver, and then two that I'm not sure if it's a guy or a girl. Straight up, I do not know. And they've got weird name like Star or some odd name that doesn't tell you is it a male or female. So those are the three delivery guys, and I do have this old guy that comes once in a while. Not that I order every week, but those are the three four delivery priests. The two that I can't figure out if it's a guy or girl. The one guy that he talks too much when he comes to deliver. He just wants to have a buddy and sit and hang out. And then the older guy. So that's me, Domino's. I've got and actually I do have a free pizza coming the next time. Hey, Juggernaut, what's up? What's up? You got your pizza. You got my pizza right there. Booyah. So, hey, Juggernaut, if you want to hit me up, I will give you a link. Let's see, Nebula. He says he's got somebody. He says Cosmic is willing to jump on the show. That's cool with me. So we'll take a look. Before we get into any subjects that you guys want to talk about, like I said, we can talk about the Wacko app, and it's and you probably seen the video on it that I did, and he actually updated it today. And I tried doing the you know what? I think I can do the it wasn't all right. All right, I got to try to remember which one of the apps that I can use that allows me. It wasn't Knox. It wasn't Knox that would let me. It was BlueStacks. So they just added. Hopefully it doesn't crash out my show. So I'm gonna let BlueStacks start to load, and I'll show you. They added some new features to Wacko, which was pretty cool. When I did the video, you had Open Meta. You had so you had Open Meta, you had Saren and Gaia, I think had been added then, or they were in the process. I think it was in the process of it. So since then, he has added a bunch. And hold on a second, let me all right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here, folks. Hold on here. Let's share screen. Share screen. Boop. Minimize. Okay. So you're going to be able to see my cluttered up desktop. Okay, so let's take a look. And okay, this is an older version. I can tell right off the bat by looking at this. So I need to wait for that to update. So I'm going to go ahead and pause. I'll wait a few seconds on this. Let me back out. Outdoor channel. You know, if I was going to look for an outdoor channel, I would probably lean towards one of the multi-gen things, and I'm meaning One Nations add-on or the Death Star add-on, or there's another one. I don't know why it's slipping my mind. And the reason why I say that is because it has lots of outdoor stuff in it. Or I shouldn't say it could have some outdoor stuff in it. And that's one of the pluses to some of those. So I would lean, and if one of the guys from One Nation or Death Star, if you guys are on, if you guys know of a outdoor add-on, outdoor channel add-on, and I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, is that you're wanting an add-on that is an outdoor channel. And there used to be a few. So let me try to open this back up and see if it's going to update for me. And I can look at the settings and I can see it's not right. Yeah, this is old. So this is not updated yet. So I'm gonna close this, and I'll keep messing with that. Juggernaut, I thought I sent you a message, bud. Okay, all right. Sorry, bud. I thought I had sent that to you. It must be. Oh, it was Nebula I sent it to. So, So I'm going to stop sharing it while I let good old Wacko update. And I guess I can show you on my phone for just shits and giggles. They added a bunch of add-ons that you can do without having to use Open Meta. So here we go. Trying to get it to be the right distance for you guys. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, and you know that it's backwards. Hold on a second. Let me look at my settings on this. It's doing that mirrored image thing. I didn't mean for it to do that. And I don't see the setting for that, folks. And it's sure enough. I don't see it thought I was in the cameraman thing. But it do not see that, folks. The large. Oh, hey, Juggernaut.
What's up? What's up?
Let me turn you up a little bit. And I guess you guys are not going to be able. This is backwards, ain't it?
Nope.
Is it not? Okay, hold on a second. Let me link to me because I'm seeing it as backwards.
Looks good here.
Okay.
It's auto-focusing, though.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm going to go to this configuration. If I can get my BlueStacks to update. Trying to hide me. Okay. All right. So you might be able to see. Come on. Come on. Mother of God. All right. Well, I'll just tell you because I'm tired of messing with that, and my damn camera don't want to work with me, right? So what they did here is it used to be just Open Meta was the only thing that it was linked to, and you had to go through Open Meta, and if you had Open Meta, then it would open up the add-on of your choice, how you have it set. So they added in Saren, Gaia, Saren, Smart Play, Yoda, Venom, Exodus Redux, Premiumizer, Realizer, Scrubs V2, which I've never heard of that add-on. You ever heard of that one, Jug?
Scrubs? No.
13 Clowns, Destiny, Fan Film, Last Ship. Those have all been added as start buttons. And what you're able to do is you might be able to see that on this, I had Destiny chosen. And by clicking whatever I'm wanting to watch, and whatever I'm wanting to watch, since I have Destiny chosen, and let's see if my Kodi is running over there. Oh, my Kodi was asleep. Okay. So I'm just going to click on once this loads up. So I'm just going to hit the bad times at El Royale. We get to open on Kodi. You can see on my TV over there, it's pulling it, and it will start to scrape. Probably would have been a little faster if I hadn't just booted up. And there you go. There's the links and all that good stuff. Now it's actually starting to autoplay because I think I have autoplay turned on for Destiny. But
so what app is this? Is it an app?
This is called Wacko. I did a video last week on it. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
It's an app for your phone. And what it does is it links, come on, folks. It links your phone to your Tracked account. And from your Tracked account, you can launch right into Kodi into the movie or TV of your choice of what you're wanting to watch.
Nice.
So it just gives it the, come on. It just makes it kind of like a no-brainer. Real simple to launch. Hey, guess what's here? Oh, we're going to pause the show, folks, because, you know, I got food coming. Yes. All right, sit.
Hey, how you doing there?
Hey, bud. Is that?
All right, thank you.
Hey there. You. You. All right. You have a good night.
All right, you too. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, y'all. I got me some pizza and salad. I got salad to try to be healthy because I'm trying to watch my weight. So what it does is links into your Tract account, and you can launch directly from your smartphone or your Apple device right to Kodi. And it's a little setup, not hard, and you're able to launch right into it. So neat feature. Neat little thing that if you're, you don't have to use your remote and to search for stuff. If you have stuff, it's a lot easier to find it on your phone. And here I got people calling me. I ain't got time for that. Okay, so it's Kenny at the door. Kenny wasn't at the door. Actually, I spoke to Kenny today. Hey, hippie girl. So Brad says he used Scrubs V2 ages ago. AARB, buddy, yeah, ever the professional. Yeah, they're just not running right. So yeah, I'm trying to look. I'm catching up with some of that stuff. Yeah, Mark, if you take a look, it's a whole lot more of a whole lot more add-ons he's added in. What he's did today on this release is you put in a URL for a paste bin, and he's able to add players on the fly. So it'll be able to add automatically. It checks that, it goes to that paste bin URL, and it's going to be able to add the players right from there. So to make it a lot quicker, he doesn't have to actually do a full update. So it's a very cool app. I did a video, like I said, I loved it. Yeah, One Nation said he hopes he had a Deceit on there. Not Deceit. Now, One Nation, do you happen to have any outdoor channels or outdoor sections for in your in Deceit? And Lewis, I tried Knox with the Wacko app. It would not even open, so I had to go to BlueStacks to get it to open. So I don't know what's up with that. No, we don't get a close up of the grindhouse. We don't get the close up of salad. And I'm not going to be like some of the old YouTube videos some of the shows I was in where someone was eating the whole time. We're not going to do that. I'll eat after the show's over. So, Jug, what's going on with you?
Not much. Just sitting at work right now, but it's Friday, so I'm bored. Kind of changed my some format or shows around. I usually went on for like a weekly Ultra C Box Plex Media Server type Q&A to go along with my tutorials. I was doing them on Wednesdays, but I moved it to Thursday. Now I call it Flex Your Plex. And I usually have the Friday fuck around. Sorry, but that's usually the show that I put on Friday. It's called the Friday fuck around, but I don't know if I can put it on today, so I thought I'd jump on and say hi, because you can tell I'm at work and I'm so busy.
Yeah, you're always so busy there when you're at work. I see you just screwing around. Is what I see.
Yeah. It's pretty funny when my boss sits right there, right beside me.
He fucking off too.
Yep.
Oh.
He's not here right now, so he's really.
He's really fucking off if he ain't even there.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, hey, Ebony, I don't have you blocked, bro. I'm looking, because if you were blocked, you actually wouldn't be able to chat. And I don't think I have almost nobody blocked on my YouTube. I can't even think of a single person that I have blocked. So I'm not sure if it's what's going on with that. But yeah, I don't have you blocked. I ain't got no reason to hate on you. So Brad says he's glad that they added 13 clowns. Well, hello, Miss Blue. Okay, Jug, act right now. Act right.
Shh.
Yeah, wait, she's here. We can't talk about her no more.
Sit up straight.
It's a crap. Sorry.
Don't talk about bra and panties. No.
Yep. Well, talk about strippers and stripper poles. None of that.
No, you
Boats,
go right ahead.
boats and hoes.
Boats in. Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
movie. That one of my classics. Actually, I forced Blue to watch that when she came to visit me. Remember Step Brothers? I had to watch it.
Yeah.
Had to watch it. It's nothing like masturbating in a time machine. Okay. um. So, yeah, the Wacko app. If you're a person that likes to mess around with that stuff, really cool app. Check it out. I actually, if you watch my either one of my videos, I think I have a link to his Discord group. The developer is on there all the time. Pretty easy to reach. So if you're wanting to just check it out, if you got some feedback, I found it pretty easy to install. Blue, did you install that too, or? I don't remember.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to set up.
Yeah, it's very easy.
I mean, the people that I have, people say, "Well, it doesn't connect." I'm like, "Well, did you go in and turn?"
You just got to change it in the services and settings.
Yeah, the services settings, and then the other issue I had, and this is the problem I had, is Cody told me that my IP address was one thing, but my Shield said my IP address was something different, and I'm not sure why, but I needed to make sure to go in and put the IP address that my Shield gave, not what Cody was calling for. So, yeah, Ebony, if you were blocked, you'd be blocked from chatting. So I don't know. If
I know
hey, don't use Firefox. You can't use Firefox. You got to use Chrome or something else. So I don't know if that's.
I know that the only issue that I had originally was that remember when it was asking for providers and everything, and then it was like I was like it's not working, but the problem was that I had a bunch of add-ons that hadn't been included at the time. You needed to have what was it, Open Meta, at the time to be able to use it, and so I'm like this isn't working. But meanwhile, they only had like 10 add-ons, and I didn't have any of those add-ons. So now apparently you can use it without Open Meta.
Yep.
And they're expanding the add-ons you can use, right?
Yep. And like I said, you can pull. You have Tracked right there on your phone, and so many people. Remember Tracked was nobody cared about Tracked forever.
Forever.
I mean, it was like nobody gave two flips about Tracked, and then Metallic came out, people still didn't care about Tracked. And then Metallic left, and then all of a sudden Tracked was the most important thing and you needed to have it. And I don't know, maybe
it's not properly monitoring my watch list. It's not ticking off the whatever. You know what? Holy Christ almighty. If that's the worst thing that's happening to you in life, you got it pretty good.
But it does. Tracked is good in a lot of aspects. I do like it for it does keep track of your shows. And anybody that follows me on Twitter, you probably seen whenever I watched a show, and I actually turned it off so that you can stop seeing every time I watched Swamp People or I watched.
Thank God. Thank God. Just filling up my feed. Todd's watching Avengers Infinity War 3 minutes later. Todd's watching John Wick 2 3 minutes after that. Todd's watching Swamp People. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I test a lot of things and I'll just mess with it and I'll test. I'm like, does this work? Does that work? And so a lot of times when it was noticing that I was watching stuff, yeah, I would launch the link, but I didn't watch it. I was just making sure it was working. So yeah,
I was like, Jesus, this guy just can't settle down and watch something.
That was an ADHD or something. I can't do it. So yeah, it's so I turn that off for the people that follow me on Twitter. You're not going to be seeing what Todd's watching. I've turned that off because a lot of times I do just experiment, and so it's one channel after another. Trooper, thanks for posting people's links, folks. You got Juggernaut in here, you got Blue in here, and he is posting links for some of our YouTube channels. Support.
Which is really okay. You know what? Which is really sweet, but I'm okay with you not posting it because I haven't put anything on there in like months.
Yeah, like 6 or 8 months or more.
Oh, somebody's getting a slap later.
Yeah,
It just puts it out there, eh?
yeah, just saying.
Here's the bus.
No, it's adorable, but I honestly haven't done anything in a long time. So if you guys want to avoid my YouTube channel, you feel free to do that as well.
Here's the link that you can avoid. Yeah, well, you did a lot of videos. You get on a roll of certain things, certain subjects, and you get it, focused on
Usually,
that.
yeah, usually what happens is I learn something new and I get really excited about it. And then people, if I'm telling people about it and they get kind of excited, and then I figure instead of trying to talk them through it on Telegram, I just make a quick video, and then that way they don't have to, it's hard to do it in text. It's so much easier when they can see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't, you've been covering everything for me lately. So like that new app, the Wacko or Waco or whatever you call it. I mean, I didn't have to do one because you already did it. You're on the ball. On the ball, honey.
So not no, but on the ball. I'm falling behind on I tried today. I was going to do some videos on Destiny, and I couldn't get my brain around it. I just couldn't I couldn't in my mind figure out how I wanted to the format that I wanted to explain it. So in the end, I just said, F it.
I'm just working on a new wizard, and then I'm gonna have to update my repo and stuff. I'm gonna make a wizard just for my mother.
Yeah.
Just so I can just put nice simple builds on there just for her.
I want to thank Cosmix and Nebula for jumping in. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on?
Cosmic, you might want to turn your mic up. I can try to turn you up. Hold on a second. They don't have the tools on this. I can't turn people up anymore.
I thought Cosmic was louder than Nebula.
Wait.
I got a toolbox here.
I'm Cosmic.
Okay, all right. So it was Nebula that I couldn't hear very well. So Nebula might want to turn yourself up.
Yeah. No worries. 2-6.
Yeah, remember they used to have a setting where I could open it and I had like a bar. And
It's on the left. It's your control.
yeah, I got camera. I got camera, share, and then the chat. They're like they've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. Now tell me this. You're using that Duck one or whatever it's called, because I actually was thinking about trying that, Jug. What do you think? What's your thoughts on that?
StreamYard, I use. Sometimes I do a combination using my OBS into StreamYard, but StreamYard I like it. Very simple, very sleek. Some of the drawbacks or limitations are is you can only have 6 people on. If I turn my camera off, you see my icon that is set up or associated to your Google account. There is no icon, but they're working on it. But they're taking people's suggestions and working very fast, and it ties into, like, you can have your banners at the bottom, you can have overlays. I have an intro video that you load up and you just you play it. I really like it, actually.
Well, so you're doing the paid version, because I was looking at the free version doesn't let you do a lot of those features. So you did. I was looking at it was like $29 or $49 a month or something. I mean, it was a lot that I thought. I mean, I saw they're running a special. I actually got to check my email, but it was kind of pricey, and I'm thinking, do I want to pay that? But what I did like about that, you can highlight certain comments that people had, and so someone has a question. Let's say that someone asks a question in the chat. You can click it, and it pops across the bottom of the screen here. And I thought that's a great idea, because to say you're wanting to talk on a subject, you pop that question, and everybody knows what you're talking about. Yep,
and that is one of the good things about it too. And yeah, I do use the paid version, and it does give you a lot more, and they're adapting more to it and stuff. It's what I like. And what I do like with it too is because I could tie into Restream. So I did a Restream of going on my YouTube channel, mine, and on my Facebook, my personal Facebook at the same time. So I went live on Facebook, and that it ties in together, so you see the comments. Using Restream, I can go onto multiple, like my YouTube channel, my wife's YouTube channel, and someone else that we have it set up with. You can do multiple, so you all could be streaming all at the same time. So you capture more of of those who are watching, like, let's say your channel as opposed to mine. Things like that, which I'm going to be getting into and stuff. But that's why I went paid. I'm going to be, because I'm in the era of my YouTube channel. It doesn't grow as fast as others have. Yeah. Because of all the limitations now and stuff like that. So mine's slowly going. So I'm just going to be branching out and doing a bunch of things, and then I'm going to do porn. So
well, you can join me on Cocoscope.
I'm already. Husha went on, then I went on.
Yeah.
To
Well,
Coco
yeah, I
Scope.
saw that he had joined there, and I signed up just as I was like, well, you know what, I'll sign up for it just to be safe, to create my account, so I kind of have a placeholder for under the butcher, and then I was like, well, you know what, I'll sign up for it. I went ahead, but I did like that it had some good features. I like that you don't have to worry about the censorship as much.
Up in the search in Coco Scope, put boobs.
Yeah. So oops, I'm sorry. I actually had I had Cosmics highlighted when we were all talking. So yeah, I'm gonna check out StreamYard more. I actually messed with it just for a little bit. Thought it was a neat thing, and I'll have to see what their offer. I saw that they had a special, so I'm all about something on special. So I'll check out whatever my special was. So Cosmic, what's going on with you, bud?
Same old stuff's going on. Just doing the One Nation thing, trying to help everybody out, keep everything running smooth.
So any new builds? You got any new builds or any new add-ons or anything you're working on that's
Recently, One Nation released a 15 megabyte build. It is deceit only. It's 15 megabyte zip, and a lot of people just use deceit, so it was requested, and there were some adjustments made to help Raspberry Pi users with their backgrounds. So it's just a small build, doesn't take up too much room.
It's amazing. I remember, well, back in my big build days, where I had one that was 550 megs, and that was
Wow.
I had whittled it down.
Oh my god.
Can I?
Yeah,
just jump
that was
into
my
your
fire
studio,
stick
okay?
killer. ARB used to call it the fire stick killer. He said, "How many houses you burned down by burning up them fire sticks that we're trying to install at the poles?" I said,
Well,
"Yeah."
That's when I first created Juggernaut, and I wasn't knowing how to go in and clear out some Pi and everything else on there. It's like a zip file was 515. I'm like, no, this sucks. And
Yeah.
then now I think it's like 120 or something like that. My titanium is about the same size, so which is good.
Well, back in the day, we didn't know about removing certain cache and user data files and this and that, and it's amazing how much. And then I didn't realize way back then, when I first was there for a while, that you would as a builder, you install stuff, uninstall stuff, get new stuff, uninstall, and what ends up happening is you download dependencies, and those dependencies, even on an add-on that you're not using anymore, let's say, for example, Placenta. And so say in the past I had Placenta installed, and it gave certain dependencies. And then I'm like, I don't need Placenta, it's not going tomorrow. So I delete it. Well, it wouldn't delete the dependencies because Kodi only just gets rid of that add-on. So if you've had a build that you've just done maintenance on and just worked on it, and it's the same base, what ends up happening is your build grows. Even if you've narrowed down the add-ons, all the dependencies are running or in there. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize about the cache, thumbnails. I mean, and I had so much stuff. And to be honest, when the first time, I can't remember when it was, when I went from 16 to 17, I went through and I said, you know what, I'm gonna start with a brand new build. Forget it, I'm done. Start with a brand new build, new skin. And I did installed my add-ons, and the build was 150 megs. Like, whoa! I'm trying to figure out what I missed, and it was just about all the same add-ons, but not knowing to get rid of certain things and getting rid of all those old dependencies that I never needed. I mean, some of them went all the way back to the TVA days that had some stuff in. Zunity had stuff on there. I mean, Zunity, if you guys remember Zunity, that had all kinds of its own dependencies. And so, it was crazy back then. So, Nebula, what's going on with you, man?
I think I'm having some sound issues, Todd. I don't know, but we were chatting earlier on and everything was fine. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you sound good now.
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's
You
just
sound,
not.
Yeah, me too.
sound okay now? All right, okay. Right, hi guys. Not a lot. As we were chatting, I just staying in the background, doing my thing, and just kind of try to keep an eye and everything, keep up to date with all the add-ons that's coming out, and keep all the end users happy, as you do.
Yeah.
You know what, honey? I don't think it was a sound issue. I think it was just a Scottish issue.
Come on.
I'm just messing. I love the accent.
His accent is nothing like Kara's. I can understand Nebula. I remember when
Kara's. I can understand Griff better than I can understand Kara. And by the way, Kara, I love you.
Oh my gosh, I mean, love her to death. But I remember when we first started talking, I was like, I need some kind of subtitle. I'd ask if we get done talking. I'd ask Boo. I'm like, what did she just say? I don't know anything she just said. I got bits and pieces. Yeah, but it was fun. But that is a great thing about Cody, and you're getting to know so many people.
And do you know what? See, where I'm from, Glasgow, there's so many add-on devs and builders, all from the one neck of the woods. It's amazing.
That's hilarious because Kara's from Glasgow too.
Yeah, as I say, I could go out my door and within 10 minutes be at 2 or 3 different builders' houses.
But see, you guys are different than me, because if this was me and if there was other people working in Cody that lived close to me, I would be setting up like
Meet and greets.
Cody Hangouts. I'd be setting up times to get together, because it's great to meet people and get to know them one-on-one and cut up and have a good time. Yeah, I would. I mean, that's me. If I had,
because you're a social butterfly. Me, on the other hand, you kind of got to drag me out.
Well, when we met people, there were some people that were from the Gen group that when you came down to visit, we went and met. And, and Blue's like, I'm like, it'd be great. It'll be good. Let's do it.
You are a social butterfly, though. You love meeting new people. And it's not that I don't like meeting new people. I'm just a little shy. I can be a little shy.
Yeah, too shy to shy.
And then get some drinks in me, and then that's gone.
Yeah, shyness is gone. So that's how we met. All right, so yeah, it's good to meet people. So yeah, if I was you, Nebula, I'd be meeting all kinds of people. I would be organizing some types of meeting up at a bar and just shooting the shit, and you putting a face to the name.
That is very nice.
I mean, for one, we're Scottish, all right, Dab. So that's not going to happen because we can't all meet in a bar and just get along. Okay. And two, we all swear like troopers. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's.
I think the term banter was born in Scotland.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, if you're on the One Nation Facebook and Telegrams, it's banter all the time in there. And the thing with being Scottish is people don't know how to take you if you're being serious, if you're having a joke and things like that. Sometimes we come across a little bit rude, sometimes we don't. But you need to get to know us. We're just regular guys like you and me. And if you're nice, we're nice. If you're not, we're not. Put it that way.
Hey, that's the same for me. I'm exactly the same. If you're nice, I'm nice. If you're not, I'm not.
Yeah, but the only difference is, Blue, is when you're Scottish. When you're nice, you're nice. When you're not, you're not. Either way, you're still getting a punch in the face. It's all fun and games until someone loses a tooth.
You've heard the expression "a Glasgow kiss," haven't you?
Yep, I have.
Yeah, there you go then.
I see Muaj jumped on the side chat. Santos has jumped in. Hey y'all. Asif, I guess. You got Kyle. Thanks you guys for jumping in. Sharon, thanks for jumping in. If you guys have any questions, let us know, and I will try to, between me or one of my awesome guests at this panel, will be able to try to answer any of those kind of questions. And Cosmic can't stay in the room.
Yeah, he's having mic trouble now, or speaker trouble. I've got him in a side chat here.
Okay.
He's telling us. I don't know. I think it's down to your rig, Todd. To be honest, that's causing issues.
Yeah. Well, I was looking to see if I'm double checking
I
my.
was joking there, by the way. No,
Just
I
saw
don't know.
just saw Fire Stick TV. Did you see that? Don't be a ball bag.
Don't
That's
be a-
definitely Scottish.
a ball bag. Yeah.
Oh,
There we
Evan, you got his camera on now. Oh, we're in
Here we
trouble
go.
now.
Here we
Got
go.
his phone. He got the phone.
Right, you get 2 seconds of that. That's your lot, yeah.
Yeah, hey, and I promised. I told Nebula that I'm not breaking out the snowman suit tonight. We're not doing that.
Oh, come on.
No.
How
You
about-
know, he did have an idea though. He had an idea that he said maybe I should send that off and maybe send one of the suits because I have 3 of them now.
No, I only get that on special occasions now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, with I'm gonna send. I'm thinking maybe I should send one to Carl and we could have a snowman show and Carl could have his on. I could have mine on, and maybe we could both put one on.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
3 of us, 3 of us snowman outfits.
Yeah.
Todd, have you watched Andy's YouTube shows?
No.
Right.
Andy?
Who?
Me, Nebula.
No.
Nebula. Right. It's basically watching a Scottish version of The Butcher.
It's not. Come on.
Hey,
Yes,
that's a
when you-
compliment.
That's high class. That's high class stuff right there. dude.
It is. End of the week, when you've had like a bit of a rough day, like you're a bit ruffled, you're a bit dishevelled, but you speak like in a funny language. But it's like, who am I watching? Am I watching Nebula? Am I watching The Butcher?
It's hard to keep track of it.
No, I'll tell you what it is. It's just sometimes when you sit with your head, your hands behind your head, yeah, and you and me, we're sat on a computer chair, yeah. So you sit and you get comfy in front of the camera, and that is what it is. And anytime I'm on and Lee jumps on, he's like, "Oh, it's Dabs again."
He's in that position. He's got his like fingers crossed behind the head.
Yeah.
It's like he's getting pleasure from somewhere below the table. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is. It's the thing is that there's times where if you're hosting a show, you've got to try to keep things moving along and keep the subject matter but there's times where you have guests that they're fine. I mean, it's not like you have to handle anything. Your guests are doing. Your guests are in control of it and doing and talking about what they need to. You don't have to control. And I'm at ease. I remember early on when I was doing shows and I was nervous wreck. I was the nervous wreck. So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to go wrong. That's going to go wrong. Now I don't care. I mean,
those are the fun moments.
Yeah, you
like
saw
that drunk guy. Hey, remember that drunk guy you had that one time where we didn't understand a word out of him?
Yeah, I think I do remember that guy.
Or friggin' what's his name there? Oh my God, DVD King. That was fun too.
DVD King and Sarah was on the show. Yeah, I remember that one.
DVD.
Sarah.
Do you remember? You got the time where Charles come in the door.
Yeah, when he came running up with his shirt off because he thought you were getting beat up because you were doing the worm on the floor and pounding.
Yeah,
That was funny.
yeah. He come to rescue
He
me.
thought Todd's ex had hired somebody to come beat him up.
That was the funniest. That was the funniest. The
That
worm.
was that was
What
a
did
fun-
you do?
that was. But I'm sure all of us getting at that age where you remember that you could do certain things in your mind, you can do them still. But then when your body tries to do it, your body says, "No, I don't remember how to do that no more."
Okay, Todd, as much as I laughed at you for that, watching Ebony fucking laugh his head off at you was just, oh my God. I honestly, I peed that day. I know for a fact I did. I know that's weird to admit that, but I totally peed.
Just a little. Yeah, that's when you got people going. That's and that was a fun time. And like I said, I'm thinking, I got this. And I'm glad that I did it here and not at some big event. It was just my show where I think only 1,500 people have watched it. So it's not if I went to the club and did it where only 20, 50 people had seen me do it and fail. At least I know I cannot pull that off, so I will not try that out in public.
Well, you were pretty close. You weren't bad.
Close. That in the
Could have just the snowman hood kept getting in the way.
Ebony, what was it? What was it? The swish. What was that other move I was doing?
God, that was great.
No, what was it? What's it called? The one
Where you do the arm thing back.
That was the funniest thing ever.
What was that called?
Oh, classic. We're gonna need to see that again, I think.
What's that swinging the arm thing?
Yeah, what was that called?
Swinging the arm thing.
No, it's not. It's got a name. It's got a name that the kids all do it.
Flossing.
Flossing.
The floss. Yeah. I was close. I was close to doing the flossing. I was.
Oh my God, that's where you started. I almost died.
I wasn't flossing. I was just.
You're going to make her pee again.
Oh God, that was oh my.
I don't even know if I had the FL. I had the F going on it, but
somebody shrunk that video up into just that moment. I think it was Ebony, and he shared it around to everybody.
Yeah. It was a good time though. That and that's one thing. And I don't mind making fun of myself and having a good time and joking.
No, you don't. That's one of the things that I love about you. You don't care.
Yeah, it's. I want to have a good time, and I want people around me.
If you can't laugh at yourself, then you can't laugh at somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah,
and we all love laughing at somebody else.
Yeah, and you definitely love laughing at me. Yeah, right. Diana, do it. Now I'm gonna save it. This is May, so my birthday's in November, so we'll hold it out. We need to have another. I need to have another big bash on my birthday. I think that's fun. It's like that was 2 years in a row of me doing a YouTube show.
First year, I think, did the video get banned because of
Dicko got it? Yes.
Dicko.
I got a thing from YouTube about it because of Dicko. What his choice readings from wasn't Backpage. What was that?
You mean the prostitute site?
Yeah, what was that paper?
Where do you find out your grandma next door gives blowjobs?
Yeah, it was I can't remember. It was some website. But yeah, he was reading the field report.
Oh my God, Ebony.
So I don't know what else is going on. What else is Blue? Do you got anything going on interesting?
Oh God, no. I haven't had anything interesting going on in a long time.
Oh.
Working on Wizard. I had a Wizard that worked for a while, and then all of a sudden it wasn't working anymore. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make a new Wizard. I'm going to just steal Todd's and rename it. So that worked really well for me.
I'm gonna go to Twitter and say that you stole my Wizard.
Hey, I did all the skinning of it. I'm taking total. It's mine now.
She did do the skinning on and the artwork and.
So what's the base of the Wizard? Is that like either the Fire Guru?
Yeah, it's the Fire Guru. But I redid all the skin stuff.
Yeah, she went in and was changing. Went through and you did all kinds of work on the windows.
Yeah, it's slick looking.
Because the windows, she's like, the windows are not centered. And I was like, looking, I'm thinking, are they not? And then I looked, the buttons were just a little bit off. She's like, that's bugging me. It's got.
Yeah, no offense to the fire dude. So sorry, dude. But I'm OCD.
But with that one, is that one having the same problem as the Aftermath one? And Cody was not installing APKs.
I don't know because I don't install APKs.
Yeah, well, because any Wizard, like even Aftermath, and I know that with Inferno, Dr. Inferno, and that any APKs that were in a Wizard it was downloaded, but would not install, and it was because of Kodi 18.
Oh well, I'm on Kodi 17 here, so
yeah, Kodi 17 will do it. Kodi 18 won't, except for working on it and Flagnag. So. Gandalf.
Okay.
Actually, we fixed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with him. The shout out to him, and it's
backwards
on my.
Gandalf fixed it then?
Yeah, because it's there's what it is and anybody who uses it and it goes into Kodi is they had to change a an SDK version number in order to be able to be on the Google Play Store from 23 to 26, and that messed with all the wizards. Cody knows about it and isn't doing anything to change it. And go in, you modify that single number to 23, and it works fine.
So
Works
you're
the way
going to text me that later. Is that what you're telling me?
Sure. You can go on my file link, and I have a 64-bit and 32-bit just base Cody with those mods already that done in it.
Oh my God. I thought you just said you can just go in and see my 64-minute video. And I was going to be like, yeah, that won't happen.
I
I won't watch,
can't
I won't
it.
watch
I didn't
a 25-minute one.
64
25.
minute.
You won't
I
watch a 10-minute video. I'll say, did you watch this? No.
I couldn't last 64 minutes when I was a teenager. Never mind when I'm in my
Hey,
50s.
the only YouTube videos I've been watching lately are do-it-yourself videos because we had a leak in my ceiling, so I need to replace some drywall. So I wanted to figure out how to do that. And the second one is this dude. Oh my God, what the hell's his name? Marshall. Oh, Christ, I can't remember his name. He does dance videos, and this is gay dude, and he's freaking awesome.
Yeah. He does. Because he does it for certain songs. I was actually gonna. It's Marshall. Dance.
No, it's yeah.
He does certain songs, and he has a dance right to that song. And
he's got girls with different sizes and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
his boyfriend and
favorite.
That dude can freaking move, man.
I'm gonna
want to dance.
Before I come up again, I will be watching some of his videos. I'm gonna get one of those dances down pat, and we'll go when we go out.
Baby, I'm in for that. I'm so in for that because I'm inspired now.
Yeah. So hey, Donnie wants to know what's a good sports devil. Are any of you guys using a sports devil from anywhere? I want to say I know that Cody Bay posted something about updating a sports devil, but I haven't used sports devil in forever. So
there was someone that forked it I thought just did it. There was somebody on Twitter, I can't remember.
Yeah. Today, who done it today? Someone done it today.
Because Cody Bay,
real quick, the guy's name is Fitness Marshall. For those of you who want to learn dance moves,
there you go.
He's got like over 1 million followers.
Later, Wendy.
Someone today I know has like updated their sports devil version. I won't say who, but recently the MBEB repo. It's got a working Sport Iowa, which is a fork of Sports Devil. So you got Crick 3, plus all the regulars that used to be working like 5-6 years ago. 6 out of 9 of them are working. Believe it or not, I use Sports Devil a lot for live TV, US,
really?
English TV, Sky Movies, Sky Sports. Apart from match days, there's within Sports Devil, it's called Live. Something live. It's bright red. It is writing.
Is it Live 365?
No, not that one there. It's just called Live. I want to say LiveNet, but it's not LiveNet. It's called Live something TV.
Okay.
You can't miss it. It stands right out in your face. But the links in that are spot on.
Well, I just know. So do you remember? You don't remember what repo that was from?
If you give me a sec, I'll find it for you.
Okay, Nevin's gonna find that.
Yep.
The thing with Sports Devil, there was a developer that was working on it. Nobody knows who it was. It was a developer that was working on it, but he didn't have an official repo. So different places were posting it. So you never really had an official version, and people would fork it and change the number, and you had a lot of that went on. And then he completely stopped supporting it. And there's been a few people that have jumped in, and I've not really used it. I used it back before I got my own, I got an IPTV service, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not recent. The guy does the release BB guy. I can't pronounce his name.
Bocchino.
Bocchino. Yeah,
Bocchino.
so he's
okay. His repo.
He's got release BB, and he's taken Sports 365 as well, with some help from others.
Yep.
And he's that, but there's also someone else today again who's got their version going. Quite a trusted person. I'm not gonna say who, so I don't think he wants it to be known. But
Okay.
That repo Ebony's on about, Dabs, I've just sent you in Telegram. It's,
Yeah, if that's Bogacino,
it's not. It's Mbebe.
Oh, the M baby. Okay.
and baby, yeah.
M baby. Okay.
Within the videos, it's called. I think it's called Sport Iowa, something like that, or Sport Oa.
All right.
It's literally, it's got Sport 365 in there. It's got Crick Free, all the usuals. Probably
I've
about
got it now,
80%.
Dabs. So just have
Yeah.
a look.
I'll say
Okay.
80% is working.
I posted. That's the repository, folks. I can't really post it in here. I post that zip. You might be able to find that, but that's the repository that's looking for, that you can look for. I know that. Let me look for the other.
Ouch.
Bocino. This copy. That now, if Bocino, he's been on here before. And if he may have a working version of that, but I know his 365 actually works. That live 365, or
He's a smart dude.
Is it Sports 365? Yeah, Sports 365.
Yeah.
I've just
I know.
sorry.
Release BB's been down for last week. He's having issues with his servers. I know that because he's in like migration at the moment, sorting that out as well as like bringing Sport 365 up to date. I'm pretty sure he's taking MP3 streams on as well.
Yeah, he did. That was he was working on that. He was working on that. He's got quite a few add-ons in there, so that may be a repository. He's been on the show before. If you see his icon, you'll probably remember seeing him. I want to say it was 2 shows back or 3 shows back he was on here.
I made his artwork for Release BB when he come back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. A really nice guy. That's the thing. We meet so many really good people in this. There is some ego people, but really the number is pretty low. Sometimes we focus on those type of people, but there is a lot of really good people that do it just because they like it and they'll help anybody they can help. But I think a lot of times sometimes the light gets shined on some of these people being jerks or being too big-headed, and you don't realize the good guys that are helping and doing stuff all the time. So
yeah, definitely. Like,
Yeah,
when I come into Cody, like people like yourself, Todd, Blue, everyone like that, it's like all these devs that are around. It's like, what have I come into? Like these people doing that, and I'm just a user. And then to get to this point in my life, but like I can talk to you.
I'm not a dev.
One-to-one, like
I'm just a know-it-all of. I'm what is it saying? Master. What is it?
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Master none. That's me. And next week I'm gonna focus the fix in my ceiling. Just so you know, you'll have before and after pictures. So get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back
Who
in the
needs
day,
a man? Who needs a man?
When I was a Bob user, like, Blue's place, and like I'm talking to Blue herself now. It's like,
Oh God, get over it.
no, seriously, like, it's something like all the Nan next team, like, and that it's like, I've
You're
made
making me
it.
blush.
I've made it.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Ebony.
I'm not doing it. Blue's doing it.
Oh, I was going to say, but we all have had our starstruck moment. And be honest, when I first met Blue, I wasn't starstruck by her. I was more, and I said it before, I was actually my first starstruck was when I met Gandalf, and that was way back.
Yeah, thanks a lot, honey. Thanks a lot.
Way back. I was actually starstruck by Gandalf when he was still with. It wasn't Noobs and Nerds. It was Total XBMC back then.
Mm-hmm.
And that meeting him I was blown away.
The reason you weren't starstruck by me is because you were in Nan, and then Lee added me to Nan, and you're like, who the hell's this? What the hell is she doing here? That's why you weren't.
No, it
starstruck,
was
because-
not who is she. I
Like-
knew who you
like-
were. I just didn't think you needed a spot at the admin table as soon as you joined our group.
Hey,
That was
I
my
had
problem.
nothing. He just did it. So hey, don't
I
blame
was
me.
like, I had spent a year and a half, 2 years working my way from a nobody to actually the admin table. I'm in the admin group. I actually can have a voice in the group, and everyone can listen. Will actually listen to me. And then Blue comes from Phoenix, and just boom, we're gonna make her an admin. I'm like, what? Whoa, 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 get back of the line, back of the
But
line.
it's Todd, honey. It's called boobs. I can't help it. It's not my fault.
I was just gonna say that boobs, 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 boobs.
It's like most Telegram chats. I joined a Telegram chat, and I don't know why, but people make me an admin. I don't ask for it. It just sort of happens. Maybe because they know that I'll be the one to boot people, where they're just too shy, or they don't want people to go out. How can you boot me? And they can say, "I didn't boot it."
Yeah,
I think
heard that you.
I think
heard
it's-
you pretty.
It's because you're loud like Trooper.
Trooper's just kind of adorable. He's
You're-
except for the
yeah.
whole yelling full caps thing. He's actually
You're-
a quiet.
You're
Demure
the
kind of
female.
dude.
You're the female version of Trooper. You're the adorable opposite sex of Trooper.
Yeah,
Without
she's
the
a little sexier than Trooper.
He's probably asleep right now, dribbling on his.
He's not.
gun.
He's on the chat. He's on the side chat.
No, he's not. He's been he's posting in the group. That's the thing.
He's
The
shouting.
the thing about with Trooper though, he is one of the people. I'll say that he doesn't take sides on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, true.
And kind of like and that's one of the things that I don't judge too quickly, and I try not to get involved in a fight or an argument. And he doesn't do. There's very few times that I see Trooper actually put himself in a situation where he's like on a side of an argument. He tends to be in the middle. He won't get involved, and he's like, I've got friends over here and I got friends over here. I'm not going to pick sides. I'm not going to. And I've only seen a few times where he's actually had some problems with people, but it's very rare, and that's the thing.
A lot of people within this community are caught in that way, though, like in the middle of two sort of sides. Yeah, and like, where's your loyalty with?
See,
If you're
that's
gonna
the
ask
thing
like
is
that,
when
if you
you're
ask
friends
it
with
like
a
that, I'd go.
when you're friends with a ton of people, and especially in Cody, oh my
Yeah.
god. See, back in the day, I used to get more involved than I do now. Now, because I'm taking a back seat and everything, I kind of tend to let stuff play out. There are times where I'll step in, but normally nowadays, I'm not picking sides either, because it's the whole thing's silly. The whole thing, it's usually over stupid shit, and it's like, okay, yeah, that happened. It's gonna happen again. It'll happen to you. You'll do it to somebody. It's kind of hard. It's easier to just sit back and relax and
Someone's
enjoy.
cut hurt, but when someone says like, you got to choose, like,
No.
is it us or them? Like, nah, all right, I'm out of here.
Well, you know what? Okay, like one of my best friends, her and her husband, I've known them forever, and they married out of high school, and they just recently split. And I mean, I'm friends with both of them, and she's been wanting me to pick sides, and I won't pick sides. And I even said that to her, because what I said was, if you end up back with him, if I badmouth him and all this stuff, and you end up back with him, I'll never be able to come over to your house again, because he's not going to want to be there. So it's like,
True.
I'm
Yeah.
not picking sides. Yeah, he's made mistakes. Yeah, you've made mistakes. But I said, this has nothing to do with me. I said, I'll be your friend for anything. Call me, but I'm not gonna badmouth him. I'm just not gonna do it.
A lot of people don't know who I am in here because I'm so quiet. I don't put myself out there, and it
Who
just
you?
helps out a lot. Shut up.
Who are you?
What have you done in this community?
This is cosmic. This boy is the revolution of One Nation.
Yeah, we're just joking.
He come into this probably about a year and a half ago.
No, not even a year yet.
Not even a year. He's like bought a build out, and he's now skinning for the majority of One Nation.
That's only because I don't know you how to use Photoshop. That's all.
Well, yeah, and,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, and that. I've only got a PC, but
Yeah.
this boy, I know he's been like speak to TK and that, but he's coming on massive steps. He's really like doing it. And he's just recently, this last week, he brought out a 15 megabyte zip build.
15.
15 zipped, but unzipped, it's probably about 5 gig. But
I believe it's 23 megabytes.
We've had arguments with like members, but Cody's 70 meg alone. No, we're talking about zipped.
Yeah.
15 meg zipped. It's totally built around Deceit. It's got one background all the way through. How you like them, Todd? Because I know you like one like flowing
That simple.
GIF going on, like a bit of a waterfall feature
I
going
know.
on.
Hey, I got rid of all that stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, if you're
29
a heavy,
megabytes unzipped.
if you got a real Debrid account, it's the build for you. It's an all-in-one. It's perfect.
And is
But
this build got anything like? Does it have Kodi in? It's built on top of Kodi, right?
Correct.
So that's a lot of high compression, or is there a lot stripped out of Kodi to bring it down that small?
No, he's being in the build doesn't. Cody is separate, so
Yeah,
that's-
Cody's a separate entity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
build,
yeah.
your build,
Oh, yeah,
your build never has Cody in it.
I mean,
Yeah.
the zip build. Unzipped, it's probably about 120, 150-ish. Unzipped.
So you brought 120 ish down to 15 megs.
No.
Zipped, yeah.
Oh, that's what I
No.
mean. Yeah, zipped. That. Fuck you guys. That's good.
So
Chuck, what Cosmic done? He's went into all that artwork and he's took the PNGs from Photoshop. He's compressed them, but he's used what's that other program you use, Cosmic?
the builds text.
No,
Not builds text. I'm sorry. The yeah, I'm messing up here.
Not
looking.
Photoshop, the other one.
The .bat one.
No.
No, when you're compressing your JPEGs,
Tiny PNG.
I mean your PNGs.
Tiny PNG.
GIMP.
Yeah.
GIMP. He's taking these pictures on GIMP, putting them in. He's taking them from Photoshop, taking the sections out on GIMP, then going back into Photoshop, then compressing them down even smaller. So he's still keeping the same resolution, things like that, and getting rid of a lot of the bloatware, for instance, that comes with builds and stuff like that, taking CD cases out, all that sort of stuff for widgets that a lot of people don't normally use, and just stripping the skin right back to next to nothing, although it's still sustaining its full functionality, if you understand that, yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, because I stripped out a lot that I could for Juggernaut and even more on Titanium, but I just I leave it as is. But so this build, is it available openly? Like if people are looking?
Yeah, it's available.
So is it through your One Nation portal or
Yeah, that's exactly where it is. And
What's it called?
Well,
tiny ass build?
it's called Deceit Ultra.
Deceit Ultra, it is all around one add-on. So if you got a real Debrid account, tracked account, it's bang on it's everything you need.
Nice.
So I'll explain real quick what it is. It just takes 2 seconds.
Yep, go ahead.
Unzipped, it's around 30 megabytes. Zipped, it's 15. Like Nebula said, I pulled all the cases out. So if you want cases in there, it's not in there. I just took out everything that most people don't even know how to use if they're intermediate users and they have a Fire Stick Gen 1 and they just watch shows. I stripped it down. And that's essentially what it is.
And I'll say just now, it's only available on 18.2. It's not available for Krypton.
Correct, 18.2.
Wankers.
Well, nice work. I'm definitely going to add that information.
I've never heard of that though. I've never heard of 100 megs being zipped down to 15.
It's not.
He said 30.
He said 30.
Oh, okay. I was sorry. I was grabbing another glass of wine.
Yeah.
No, someone said that. It wasn't your one.
Because with that 30 megs, I mean, but the thing you had to strip the hell out of that skin. That's
okay though. Honestly,
well, but
I don't use most of that shit either.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, Nox itself is what, 46 megabyte?
Yeah, that's
Just
what
for
I
the
mean. It's
skin.
like just
know
the
what I mean?
skin itself.
So
Basically,
made
Todd,
it
Todd,
in
if you could
2
check it
hours.
out, yeah, just give it a run through, yeah. Set
Right
it
now.
up how you would. Give us your opinion on it, because another YouTuber recently, won't name no names, done a half-hour video on it, slating the shit out of it.
Why? What the hell's the matter with people?
All right,
Don't
let me
know.
ask you this question. Okay, so I don't know who it was or this side. So was it? Did they install the build and then they're walking through the build first time they're looking at it?
yeah, pretty much.
He's a very
I know.
popular tuber.
That's the thing. If you notice that there's some tubers that I've noticed that install something and then start walking through it, and they're not walking through it; they're usually stumbling through it because you have to install something and mess with it for a little while before you figure it out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And usually it's remember who was it used to do honest reviews or whatever it was. He was Chris B's buddy.
Oh,
No.
Tech 2.
Yeah. Tech Tagaroo. Yeah,
That's
he would do that. Oh, these are the honest reviews, and he would install something and then do a video right then. Never looking at anything else in it. And sometimes, when you install something new, it's never very often you don't find things in there. It's not where it normally is, or doesn't look the same. And
That's the whole point, though. Hey, like that is the whole point.
And it takes a little time. So to me, I never do a review without looking. I mean, just like with Destiny or any of these other add-ons, I look at it for a week or two before I make a video. Now, I'm not the first one to make a video. I don't want to be the first one, but I also want to explain it better than somebody else, than someone installing it and then, oh, hey, what's this doing? Well, if
can I spot in here? Say, but the guy done this video on this certain build, nothing worked on it. But it's all working on it. He made nothing work on it.
He changed all the settings beforehand as well.
Oh, leave it alone. That's the whole point, is that when you get a build, you don't want to have to mess with stuff. You want to just be able to freaking use it. Otherwise, you know what? Make your fucking own build.
Hey, T-Verse. Omega, thanks for joining. I see Terror TK jumped in the chat over on the side over there. So, hey, King Pug. Yeah, each tubers do it their own way. Sometimes it amazes me though when just people follow and watch these videos and it'll be the same stuff, and I want stuff different, and I love things that are different than something else. If I wanted just a carbon copy of the same thing over and over and over, but when you see people do different things, and when you see someone do something different, sometimes you have to step back and absorb it and understand, why are they doing it? What is it doing?
Well,
it's like watching a do-it-yourself video where the dude has no idea what he's doing and he totally fucks it up, as opposed to, you know what, maybe you practice it first and then you go, and then when you show people, your video is 5 minutes instead of 4 hours of you mucking around with it. But I mean, like you said, Todd, you sit down, you go through all of it, you figure out this, oh, hey, that's cool, and whatever, you make notes of stuff that are really cool, and then you jump into it and you say to people, this is where you grab it from. And this is, check this out. You guys are really going to like this. Not this honest video crap is crap when the guy doesn't know what he's doing. Honestly, you don't know what you're doing is what he should be calling his videos, obviously.
Well, that's one of the reasons I've not added Destiny into my build, Blue, because I don't fully understand its full functionality, right? And I'm not going to add an add-on into Nebula.
But the thing is, honey, is it works off the hop. You can load it and it automatically works. So you don't have to mess with anything. It's just, if you do want to tweak it, you can. If you want to turn off the trailer, you can. If you want to add real grid, you can. If you want to, there's all these different options that you can change in it, just like with Gaia when they give you the setup wizard. But you don't have to. It'll work automatically without it.
I get all that, but for me, being a builder, I don't want end users messaging me like I get every other day. This isn't working because they've been in messing with settings that I don't fully understand how how to
But
use
that's
my
not
settings.
your issue. That's their
But it
issue
will
if they've
be-
messed
it
with the
will be.
settings.
You-
Tell them
you-
not to mess with the settings.
But you know, as a builder, the first thing people do is go in and tweak it. Yeah, they go in and tweak settings to try and get something that it's not included on this or on that, and then they end up messing it up, and you've got to then go back and sit and try and get it back to the way it was when you first installed it. And I don't want to
You
take
just
that.
you know what? You just tell them to friggin' reinstall it.
I tell people that every day on our platform.
You know what? That is not your responsibility. It is not your responsibility when you share a build to fix other people's fuck ups. You're already giving them something for free, which is
Yep,
friggin'
I
fantastic.
understand that.
And it's like, you know what? How about don't touch it? How about just play stuff and enjoy it? Because, you know, like that's what I said. I don't get it. If you want to mess around with settings and you want to mess around with a build, then build your own. What do you even need a build for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
So I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, I think I used to.
When I first
Don't
was
anymore.
home, I googled it and I tried to understand how it worked before I got a box myself. I got myself an understanding. But yeah, a lot of people now, they get these fire sticks for birthdays, Christmas presents, and that, and their friends tell them about this. They join our groups. How do I do this? It's in the fucking pin post. How many days?
Yeah.
How many times a day we say that? It's in the pin post.
You know what? Just have an RRS feed that says, "Don't touch it,
Yeah.
enjoy."
Leave it alone.
Don't touch it, enjoy. The only thing you need to do is add your tract and your RD, and then you're good to go.
Don't touch it.
As you said, like setting up a build. I don't have a 4K TV. I've got 1080, but I always set mine to 720 for most people.
I'm kind of the same too, hun.
Yeah. It's not set up properly. Yeah, you've got to do a little bit yourself because not everyone is as rich as you.
Yeah, I don't have a 4K either. Todd
Yeah,
does.
I've not.
He just got one. See that beautiful picture frame in the background? That's his 4K.
Yeah, my TV's 1080, but it's a very old 1080 TV, so I will set my thing that's at 720.
Yeah. See, I usually set mine to 1080. But I don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't set it to 4K. And yeah, if you want 4K, then you might have to go into settings. And Todd's made videos, so if you guys have problems, grab Destiny, throw it in there, and if people have problems, you point them to Todd's video.
Yeah, point them to me. Hey, I want to.
No, but I mean, you walk them through the settings on what does what, so then they know.
I've tried so far.
I shared his video to our group on Facebook. We got 2 views. I was like pretty disappointed.
Yeah. You know what? People learn. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make them
You
drink.
can't make it drink.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, Omega asked the question: Is it possible to scrape private torrent sites? You've been trying to do it for a while. No. And the reason why you're not going to be able to scrape private torrent sites is because private torrent sites are based on a ratio thing, and you have to have a user password, and the key, the hash key, is going to be when you download that torrent. It's going to be right to you. It's going to be your particular hash key. And so if you try to scrape, and say if a scraper just tries to grab that movie off that site, it can't, because it can't authenticate that it's you, and that because they have private trackers have a lot more security than, say, Pirate Bay. So they have security to verify that is coming from your IP address. Most of them are IP linked. Your account is IP linked. So if you have a seed box, you got to go through extra steps with private trackers. So in short, no, you can't. It would.
And they monitor to you, and if you don't share back, they boot you.
Yeah, and
your creds.
You boot you, and that's the private trackers do it differently, and that is one of the bad sides of private trackers is that. But the good side of private trackers is that you have 250 seeders and you got 1 leecher. I mean, but it's because people share back. And like I said, even if you have a seed box, there's special steps you got to go through, because that's not your IP that's pulling that particular movie.
I'm not crazy about private torrents.
Well,
only in that, unless you're grabbing the absolute latest, it's been out for like minutes, and you jump on and you're able to good luck sharing back. It's friggin' hard. Usually you have to donate to get your ratio up because it's really sometimes it's really hard to share back. If you're grabbing something old, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes private trackers, like if you share for a certain amount of time,
Yes.
like mine, like how when Blue and you helped me set up my Ultra Seed box and all that originally. Right now in transmission, mine is set to seed back a ratio of 2, also for 20,000 minutes, which is actually 14 days.
Yeah,
After that,
doesn't it rely on like the more hits, the better the link stays up?
No. Not
No.
in private trackers.
Huh?
No.
Okay.
It's weird how it works.
But
Like I mean,
I
it's
do
like
know
there's so many leechers that you can. It's really hard to seed back. Like it's like you know, you got 10,000 people like seeding it and 2 people leeching, so they grab it really quick, and then you try to share back, and there's nobody to share back to.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And that's in Juggernaut's correct on that. There is one site that I'm on. I've been on it for like 10 years, and it has that timer that because private trackers is hard to seed back. So they have a seeding where you actually seed back actual ratio back, but then they also have a time thing. So if you seeded back, like Juggernaut saying 2 weeks, you would get the
You'd match the ratio
equivalent of you seeding it back. So that tracker that different trackers do it differently, but that tracker does it that way to where it says, hey, you've tried for 2 weeks to seed this back. We're going to give you credit for that full movie.
See, the problem with me is that I like to, with my OCD, I like to grab and then share and then get rid of it. I don't want it sitting in there because I like a clean I like a clean downloader. I like a clean, you know, so I share it right back and then it's back out the door again. So, you know, 2 weeks of sitting on stuff is,
Ebony, you're getting an echo back.
or it might be me.
No,
it's Ebony.
Ebony's jumping in there. But
Ebony-
yeah,
Ebony said what?
yeah, you're right, and you're that way about.
Yeah, but other people, if you're okay to let it just sit,
Yeah.
then sure. But it is hard to share back quickly. And
So
I prefer public.
There's plus and minuses to private trackers. There's a good part of it and there's a bad part of it. The good part is it's so fast to get it. Bad part is sometimes seeding back. Do you guys remember Oink, an MP3 scraper or not a torrent site?
No.
Or the Oink was it was the top freaking dog of it was like impossible to get invitations to Oink, and it had it was the best music tracker out there. But I mean, I was on Oink for 3 years, and on Oink for 3 years, and I didn't download but maybe I'd say not even a half a gig. It was probably no more than 400 or 500 megs that I had downloaded. And in that time, I hadn't reached 200 gig or 200 or 300 megs uploading. I never met, and I let it run all the time because the seeder ratio was so large to the leecher. There would be, 2,000 seeders in one leecher. Oh, and they would have everything. They'd have everything in FLAC and MP3, and they'd have every single quality. But that is the downside, and what that does cause you to sometimes, like Blue says, you end up donating because you're like, I'm in trouble because I'm in the hole. So you end up donating.
Thing is, I think for the one that I was on, I donated like $20, and it got me like a 4-to-1 ratio and gave me 3 invites though. So it's kind of donating is good too because
you keep the
automatically
service.
puts their good graces, and then it gives you a chance to share with other people as well.
Yeah, it did, and it's good for that. Hey, T-Verse, I didn't know if I said hey to you. I saw that he jumped in the chat over the side. Yeah, there's pluses and minuses to that stuff. Let me see.
We should have grabbed Crypt on.
Oh, Chuck. I was like, who the hell is Chuck? I see who it is now. All right. Chuck, send me a message on Telegram and I'll give you an invite because your name is too far down the list.
I gave away all mine.
No, I'm talking about to this chat.
Oh, okay.
I will say, all right, I will say that on Destiny, a few things that's been added that I did not do a video on, and it's kind of unique. One thing that he added was a log. You could submit a log, and that it helps because so often people complain about that this isn't working. Now, Destiny is a newly written add-on. This is not a fork of Exodus. This is not a fork of a gen. This is not a fork of some other add-on. This is an actually he wrote this. Now it's got bits and pieces of different add-ons that makes it work, but it's a fully he wrote it himself, and it's or his group, his team, I should say. So they wrote this add-on, and so many people say, you know, TV it's crashing. This isn't working, or that's not working. And so what he did is he added a where you can submit a log, and you can go in and you put your email address in and your password. And what that does is it verifies so that you know where you can send the log to yourself, or you can send the log to somebody else. And it works. I will say that with Gmail, it did not work because my security on my Gmail account was too high. So it would not allow verification that email would work. But I installed it. I used my Hotmail account, and it worked. So you're able to send a log to yourself, or you can send it to somebody else. Which
Hotmail, is that like AOL stuff?
It's not. Well, it's Outlook now. It's considered Outlook. But
I know. I got an MSN.
I know
account,
you're
so.
busting my nuts because we were talking about old emails about Yahoo and stuff. But it actually is funny because Yahoo email was in there. That is one of the providers. He had providers that you can put in there. But it's great for to get in a log, because some people don't know how to get a log. And if you have an Android device, you're like, how do I get the log off my Android device? So you can actually put that information in. You can put your email and your password in, and then send the log to yourself, or you could send it to another email address.
That's where you can actually Google that, though, because I mean, doesn't Kodi TV in their forums actually have a section where it tells you exactly how to grab a log from every device known to man?
Yeah, that would involve someone to actually have to go look on.
Yeah, that's true. What was I thinking?
Watch it.
This log, Todd, is it only Destiny specific, or is it your whole Kodi log?
No, it's the full Kodi log.
Right.
It sends the Kodi log, and it actually gives you two options. It gives you the Kodi log or the old Kodi log.
No, don't do old.
I know, but for people that may not know that, your
Oh
old.
no, I'm telling people, Todd, not you.
Okay.
I know
the
you know.
Old Kodi log is your log prior. So each time you boot up Kodi, it creates the new log. Your previous log on or turn on Kodi is in your old. So as you shut down Kodi and you reopen it, your Kodi log becomes your old one, your new one.
Yeah, you won't have the latest stuff in the old log. So
if you have a crash or a problem, and that's the people don't understand. A log can tell people so many things. If you're a developer, to be able to see where the crash happened, because how many times have we seen in the chats where when people say, well, I have 25 add-ons installed and Destiny's not working. It was like 25 add-ons, and you start looking at a log and you're like, well, your issue is with this add-on is causing the crash, not Destiny. You know, it can be other factors, and a log will actually tell you that. So you can look up how to find your log. It's not hard, but it's a little bit of work. You'd actually have to look it up, or that offer, which to me, again, is another feature that most add-ons don't have. I want to say Atreides used to have it. I think I saw that in Atreides where you could submit a log. And there was just a few other add-ons that actually would allow you to submit a log. And that it is pretty helpful if someone's creating something new in code.
I just invited Crypt. So in the event that we talk a little bit more about not necessarily private trackers, but I thought maybe he could talk about Usenet.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
Because some people might be interested in that.
Yeah, and I've got Grindhouse. He just sent me a message. I finally So that'll put us at about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we still had one more spot after those two if they join.
And here was you worrying earlier you weren't having anybody on the panel.
Those are always the nights, I think. When you least expect is when you have more people. It's awesome.
It's the nights, and but there was one other, and not that I want to be. I'm not trying to be a fanboy on. There was one or two things on Destiny I wanted to talk about before I finish up, and I don't remember what it was because I got to get another beer. Hey, Crypt. Hey, Mark. Our Grindhouse.
Yeah, call me whatever.
Okay, so we were talking a little bit, guys, about I think you know, Mark, because you were in the chat, but I don't know if Crypt does. We were talking about private trackers and about trying to keep your ratio up and about donating, or like Juggernaut was saying, like you can let it sit for a certain period of time. But people were asking about other options, and I brought up Usenet. So, Crypt, did you want to about that? Because I know you've been using them a long time. Oh. He says he doesn't hear anything.
Huh.
It's on his end.
mute.
I know he's muted, but
He's got to probably check his settings. I bet his mic
Is
and speaker.
this Mark at Grindhouse?
Yes.
yeah. And Mark, do you use Usenet at all?
I have not used it since the 90s.
I actually paid for a whole year of it, and I've only used it to download some images for my Raspberry Pi because they were 256 gigs, so I didn't want to.
Well, I've been downloading for so long that there's like a small group of us that have private sites, and we can pretty much get anything we want. We share it with each other and stuff. I know I told that to a couple of people, and they're like, "Oh, what's the site?" Like, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, thank you.
It'll be in a YouTube video in no time.
Yeah, and that's people don't understand, and I think of like that Fight Club stuff, and there, especially some of these private trackers, these servers that if you have access to some of that stuff, it's like, it's best if I don't want to be shared. In Usenet, I will say you can pay for a Usenet. There's different sites that have it, and it's not a tracker because you don't share back. It's like access to private servers, and it works really well. Like I said, I was using it for my Raspberry Pi stuff. I used to use it. My ISP used to offer for free, and then they got rid of that. But it worked really well, and you can get really good speed, and you don't have to share back. It does have a cost to it.
It's kind of like peer-to-peer.
Well, but I thought you're pulling from a tracker, or not a tracker. I thought you're pulling from a server though on it. Though.
You can pull from a server or do peer-to-peer also. There's Crypt.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, did you get excited because Crypt's in the room? And still Mike, he's still muted though. But yeah, I enjoy. I used it. It does cost though, unless your ISP offers it for free, which is not very often anymore.
Yeah, and if you're looking for older shows and shit like that, then Usenet is pretty much your go-to, because if Crypt ever gets on, he'll tell you that they have like a really high retention rate.
But don't you have to pay for now? Certain Usenet, certain ones do, and certain ones don't. It depends on where you get your subscription from, because I've seen some that says retention rate. It gives you retention. It tells you the days. And some, I have seen it where it's different. I want to say one of them, and I saw it on Slick Deals. One of them was offering $49 for 2 years.
And then I saw one of them had a retention rate of 15 years. I was like, damn,
holy smokes.
That's pretty good. I must be running it.
Anything that's been released within that time frame, you could go and basically download.
Well, as long as was shared on the internet, because there's some things that were just like shows or movies that are just so bad that no one even wants to share it. Because there was one TV show from the 80s I was in love with, and I was searching for 10 years for it, and I finally found it like last month.
Airwolf?
Come on, you've got to tell us what it is now.
It was called Lottery.
I thought you was going to say V. V was the best show in the 80s.
V.
was
Oh,
a
and
good
the
show,
it had
yeah.
glasses. It had
Yeah, I
the-
have all those.
Got to get some V on.
I have the series. I have the mini series, the TV series that should have went on for longer.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, just on a side note, I am going to post the Slick Deals thing for the Usenet that I had saw that just happened to be the other day. And this one, and I don't know how good this company is, but it's Usenet access 18 months for $40, 5 terabyte block for $36, $2 1 month unlimited, News Demon, and you can. I posted the link to the Slick Deals, which is a website I use. Read up on it. Read what people say about it. I don't use their service, but just as an example, $18 for 18 months for $40 is pretty low. I know I paid more than that. I paid like $100 for a year or something. So
Unlimited gigabytes for 18 months was 138. Now it's only 40.
yeah, I had, like I said, mine was $100. So
I
Just check
checked through.
Saw you coming.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well. Hey, it's nothing but money, you know. And I'm a butcher. I got all kinds of money.
Exactly. I can
Must have-
shoot through like 5 terabytes a month downloading.
Yeah, not me. I don't have you got servers and you got hard drives in every single one of your rooms. I don't.
Need more shit.
I need to get it. Which you know that. And see, for you, let's say your internet goes out, you'd have stuff to watch for years.
Yeah, according to my movie database, it says I have about 6 years of uninterrupted watching. I look at it as once I'm old and retired and sitting in a fucking recliner in front of my TV, I'll have something to watch.
Yeah.
I may be old and senile and not know how to work the damn computer, but
Well, you might be able to watch the same show over and over and never even know that you're watching the same show.
yes. Or watch
Oh, it's a
porn.
new episode. Y'all quiet. Pipe it down over there.
Get off my fucking lawn.
So do they do free trials of this, or is it just subscribe and try?
No idea. I just happen to see that is extremely inexpensive for what I've seen. Like I said, I paid $99 for a year. And actually the one that I use, it gave you a month for free or maybe 14 days for, I think it was 14 days for free. And then they charge you for it. But again, it was $100 for the year, unlimited, And this is a website that I use that posts deals on all kinds of stuff. And when I saw that, I'm like, wow, $40, 18 months. That's cheap.
Right. Unfortunately, I'm married to banker, so I got to be frugal.
Okay.
What's with all the big words tonight, Kel?
What's that?
All the big words. Frugal. What's that mean?
Oh, that's big for you.
Well, it's big for me.
That's it.
Should I say knob?
Damn. You know what?
Frugal.
I just looked it up.
It's a
And,
big
you know,
word
I'm-
for being cheap.
See, someone looked it up. I didn't even get that far.
Every time I try to go to that Usenet site, it's blocked by my ad blockers.
Maybe that's how they're making their money.
Could be.
They're like, yeah, sure, we'll get these subscriptions out real cheap, but we get money off of the ads that we're gonna hammer you with. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying, hey, get that service. Just saying that was one of the things I saw that had a real good deal. User beware. You check that stuff out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Usenet's been around since the internet was started.
I just having a quick Google here and answer to Cosmic. Yeah, there is different sites offering trials and things like that. So
Oh, it says game over. All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
well,
gonna check it out.
News Demon. Yeah, sorry about that. But hey, I would say this: the website that I posted, the Slick Deals. If you're somebody that's looking for a deal, sign up for or log on and create an account to Slick Deals. That finds you just about anything for a deal. That was how I got my TV and ended up saving like $400 on my TV. Or it's got deals, and you can put in certain items and look for it.
Slick Deals.
Slick Deals.
Yeah, baby.
What's slickdeals.net, I think.
That news demon has a $10 unlimited plus VPN sale. Wonder if it's IP Vanish.
No. IP Vanish. Okay, so let me ask Jug. So Jug, with your stuff, you seen that I moved to Cocoscope. Are you going to upload anything to Cocoscope, or what's your thoughts on that?
To tell you the truth, I don't know yet. The reason being is I don't monetize my channel at all. So I haven't run into any problems of putting stuff up and being demonetized, because that's where some people decide to do that. But I don't want to run the risk of, okay, let's monetize something and see if they'll demonetize it, because what I've seen like Hush'em or things like that is they shut it down, so like so I'm going to feel it out, because most of my YouTube items, why am I staring at Ebony's icon?
Because you love it.
Yeah, there we go. Now I'm staring at Todd's mustache. Oh, I love that mustache. Now, anyways,
Yeah, baby.
but it's
I thought it was a slug.
a caterpillar.
He needs another drink.
It's because of me changing formats and changing it up a little, like having the one show dedicated to Ultra C Box and Plex, and other ones is I don't do a lot of the Cody stuff, even though I have my builds. But I am going to be getting into those with other builds and APKs and that. That being said, I'm really considering kind of splitting it, having the sounding board or the main space is YouTube, but in there guiding people over to Cocoscope where there's no restrictions and can open it up and display it properly, not being scared to say IPTV service in the titles and Cody and APKs and getting free TV and shit like that. So
Right.
But it's still the stigma of being on Hookerscope that's the other nickname for it, because that's the person who started Cocoscope was that the
porn star
escort.
one.
Yeah, the porn star escort. Yeah.
Cherry something. Not that I've checked into it.
Not that I've looked into it, but
just find out her name on that app and then go to Pornhub. She's all over there.
Okay. Well, I'm wondering. I mean, I do monetize my videos. That's the only I do that. But to me, it also gives me it's my first line of what what YouTube is watching for, because your first line of your warning, I'll call it, is you get demonetized. You're going to get demonetized for certain videos. So that's your first warning that those type of videos, those words, those things are being watched. And to me, is if you see those are the type of videos being demonetized, that's the type of videos that I'm not wanting to make, because that's going to lead to the next step, which is getting copyright strikes or whatever that happens with it. So that was why I said, you know what, things that I feel that may get me in trouble, I'll just put that on Cocoscope. Keep my YouTube channel, this type of stuff, my Streaming Matters. I'll talk about settings and stuff that's very technical that I really can't get in trouble for. But I will not show content. I will not show names of certain of shows and movies. I won't show that stuff. I won't show things scraping. I'm not going to show that stuff, because I don't want to take that risk. Now, maybe I could get away with it, but then when you don't get away with it, they're quick to escalate the punishment. So you go right from demonetization to now you got a copyright strike. When you have a copyright strike, you have 90 days that you sit in. I guess it was 90 days. It may be a little less than that, but you're in a time.
It's still 90.
Okay, so then you're in a time where for 90 days you can't have a live show. And if you get another copyright strike within that time, then it escalates to the next level. And then I think third strike, your channel is gone. So it goes from I might be doing something wrong to all of a sudden now your channel's gone. It can happen. It can happen quick, especially if you're a person that uploads a lot of videos. That can happen in it really quick. So my thought is I'll put stuff that I'm worried about on Cocoscope. Things
My
that I'm
thought
not
was-
worried about, I'll put on here.
My fault is you're over escalating.
Well, they're cracking down a lot because
Yeah.
it's not
Todd,
just my channel.
Todd, you're into gaming as well, weren't you? What's your favourite game right now?
My game?
Yeah, you into gaming? I thought you was into your gaming.
I don't do. No. I was doing a little bit of Call of Duty, but not really anymore.
I thought you was in the world of tanks and all that sort of
I
stuff.
was. That was before
Oh,
coding.
back then, back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, I was. I did it when I first got my computer. I went back to playing World of Tanks, but that
Right.
was only
Get
because I got
yourself-
my new computer and I wanted to see how it ran.
Get yourself on Fortnite. Send me a gamer tag. We'll join up. You can like earn $60,000 a month doing that shit.
Oh, I played Fortnite and I suck so bad.
Yes, me
I
too.
mean,
I'm watching I'm watching Ghost Ninja and Nick A from Canada. He's only 60K a month just playing a game.
Yeah, most of those guys are you got to get into the Twitch and you got to have a lot of people following you. My son follows a bunch of those
Yeah.
people, and they'll be his TV's running that shit all the time. But
And you gotta have a place to live so you don't have to pay rent and go to work.
He's
Hey,
right.
hey, Blue, can I move in with you and just play video games all day long and live off of Twitch?
Yeah, just bring wine.
Uh-oh, she unmuted.
Is that okay? If I'm just gonna come there, I'm gonna live off Twitch and play video games.
Yes, honey, that's fine as long as you make us money somehow.
Somehow. Okay, so that doesn't mean a lot of money, just means some money.
Some
Well,
money.
if you don't make enough money off that, there's a lot of strip clubs she could send you to work in
I
Canada.
was just going to say that, actually. Mark, thank you for that.
Should we start a poll? How can Todd make money?
By
Yeah.
working on a pole.
I don't like working on a pole.
Three
Wait a
options.
Oh,
Choose
wait a
them.
minute. This all of a sudden went bad. Todd's working. a pole.
Option
I think you
one.
should get one for your apartment, to be honest, right now, because that would get a lot of views.
You know what? I
Imagine Todd strutting out on the stage in a butcher's apron.
Or his friggin' snowman suit.
hey,
Hold-
hey, all
hold
right,
my sausage.
so my thought is what I could do is I could wear my beard guard and I have
Oh, God.
I put a hairnet on. You know that's sexy.
And nothing else.
Oh, good lord.
I want to see your
Oh, wait,
pizza
no,
get
you'd have to
delivered
put a
when I
beard
gotta go.
guard on down below there.
Oh yeah, because I don't want hair to get all.
Anywhere.
I'm worried about sanitation around here.
Don't want to get that in your food.
I had more visions doing 1980s roller skates with the four wheels, but proper gold booted, gold speckles, gold hot pants, boob tube.
Speckles glasses.
Yeah, just like
Elton
but
John.
moonwalking backwards to Boogie Wonderland.
I think Ebony's visualizing
I
this.
love
a little
Boogie
too much.
Wonderland.
Yeah, I think I'm really worried. I think Ebony's put way too much thought into
It
me.
was too much thought.
There's a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
He's like, this is what you hold on a second. This is what you need to be wearing.
Ebony, it's okay. You can watch, honey.
He wants you to send a picture of your bottom beard.
Oh, good lord.
You
What do
spelled
you mean?
me.
There is no bottom beard.
Oh,
Oh my
lord.
Oh, you hooked him in there.
Oh my God.
They
Fun.
say it looks bigger.
Pubes matter to you because pubes don't matter to Todd.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was soft.
Hey, Jug, try it. She'll love it.
Hey, I'm not saying nothing, but I've been with the same gorgeous lady for 25 years, so I'm doing something right.
You're doing some right. Yeah. And she got you a big old house. Good grief. You got it going on.
Yeah, it's called chloroform, and she sleeps a lot. I'm glad she won't listen to this one because she'll butcher me.
Yeah, she's like, you won't even mention that. I was on a Dab show. Oh, what? No, I
Yeah.
didn't do anything today. Let's see here. Let me see. I was trying to think of what the other item that I was going to talk about today about Destiny. Because we're almost at 2 hours.
Just don't talk about Plex.
Oh my God, Kara.
Right,
Look
well,
at
it's quite
look at the
so I'm
chat
going
group,
to bed.
Todd.
Good night.
Kara.
I'm going to buy out.
You said Kara. I all of a sudden got a little nervous.
Look in the chat group. Look in the chat group.
Hold on.
I think
Oh, good Lord.
I think Nebula is trying to tell us good night.
Yeah, I'm going to bow out, guys. Thanks very much for having
Later,
me. on.
Neb. Thanks for
I'll
coming on,
catch
bud.
you. No worries. I'll
Speak
catch
to you
you
later,
all
man.
later. Goodbye.
Hey, Nebula, before you go,
Yep.
yeah, you did the just the ultra build, right?
It was a team effort from One Nation, but it's Onward Wizard.
Well, that's why I've been my icon's been muted. Excellent work on it. I've been going through the whole thing while we've been talking.
No,
Yeah.
Good. Thanks very much.
Night,
Yep.
hun.
All right, guys. Catch you later. Thanks for having me. Chat. See
Yep.
you later. Bye bye.
Thanks, bud.
There, Nebula.
Kara,
Did you read what Kara wrote?
Kara says, "Get your dick out."
Yeah.
Who says it's not?
Oh, that's
You
true,
can't
too.
see down here, man. You
I
can't
see his
see
bald
down here.
beard.
How do you think we type?
Oh, baby. I got something for you, girl.
He invited me to the show, so the dick's here.
Oh, yeah. The dick is here. All right.
Dicker the Geordie, is it?
Oh, Kara. Oh, she's fun. Oh, love me some Kara. All right. So let me see here.
How many carrots?
All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Join me. All right. Hey, one of the things that I was going to show in here that that some people didn't realize I didn't show it, and I've been messing around with this trailer content, which is recommended. This means if I was watching a horror movie, and this is a setting inside Destiny, so I forgot. I guess I didn't even say that.
I love this. Yeah.
One of the things is, so if I'm watching a horror film, it will actually give me a recommended movie that is in the horror genre. I can pull the current movie or recommended. So that is a really neat feature. So if you're watching a certain movie, but you don't want to watch the trailer for the particular movie, you actually can pull it for something that's recommended.
Yeah, so something you might want to watch right after.
Yeah, it's just a really neat idea that to give you something different to look at and think, oh yeah, I do want to watch that. So this is I'm hoping this will probably be on Cocoscope that I'm actually going to show a lot of these features because
the whole add-on is genius. It's a genius stroke. It's just like everyone's like at each other. Like they've thrown this into the mix. It's like boom, there you go. Deal with that one.
I'll take.
It's brilliant.
Does anybody? I don't know if any of you guys have used it. This series tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! I mean, if you don't have Tracked, series tracker keeps track of what you've watched, so you don't have to have a Tracked account. You can just use the series tracker, which is automatic in it, and it works beautifully. And I showed it in the one video that I did post up to Cocoscope that it paid attention to what I watched. And the only issue I had was if I have Real Debrid, if you had this enabled, super fast play.
Yeah.
If you had that enabled and I was watching a series, because what it does is when you're finishing watching a show, it comes up with a thing saying, if you watch this next episode. So 30 seconds before the end of the show, it'll pop up a little window saying it'll give you your sources. If you have this turned off, the Superplay turned off, it will give you the links. Okay. And if you get those links, then you pick whichever link you want and it'll play. When I had that turned on, I found that it didn't play automatically. I had to wait 25 seconds, a whole 25 seconds for it to actually go through the super play or super fast play.
What?
So yeah, a whole 25 seconds.
25 seconds. That's not
Yeah,
long.
that was the only.
So 25
downside.
seconds for it to autoplay the next episode
Yes,
versus
yes.
a way to pick a
Right,
link to play the next episode.
But if I would have turned this off, because it was on before, if you have it off, it will scan and scrape, and it will give you the links, and you click it, and your next episode loads. So that was one, I guess, I don't want to say a downside, but it was one thing that if I had this super play turned on, it didn't do like Netflix, because if you have it off, it will load all the links, and as soon as the episode's over, you click which link you want to play, and episode 2 or whichever the next episode plays. It genius idea. I mean, it's that Netflix feel, that Amazon Prime feel. That the other thing I'm going to do is mess with this locations, about the size of the window and the location, which probably doesn't matter to too many people, but I just want to know where all that numbers are. And I usually make this 90 seconds for me, because credits, you got to count the credits. So that was one downside. I make it about 90 seconds so that when the credits start running, I already see the links and I can click it and move on. So that's a very neat, that's one of the neat things. And like I said, the next video I think will be on talking about this stuff.
And Todd, just like you were just saying right now, X moves it along the horizontal. And Y moves it along the vertical.
Okay.
So if you wanted to move it, more to the right, you would use the X, and if you want to move it more to the up or down, you use the Y. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
so say it's closer to the bottom, but you want it closer to the top, you use Y.
Yeah. So I just want to mess with it just to see what it does, and because you can make it bigger or smaller, and then move it around the screen, which probably means a bunch of nothing, but I just want to do it just to see what it does, because I'm one of those people that I just want to mess with shit.
If it's there, you gotta touch it.
Yeah, I've had that problem before. That's how I got punched in the face a couple times. But
yeah, it's also how he got lucky.
Oh. You're learning a lot in this episode.
And as we're wrapping up, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go through the line here, and because it is 7 o'clock, I need to eat my pizza because I'm an old man and I can't eat pizza late.
I know he missed the early bird special.
Well, no, my pizza's here, so it's I can eat it. All right, Miss Blue, I'll let's start with you because you are first to my left. Do you have anything going on? Any finishing notes? Anything that you wanted to say before we wrap up?
No, just thank you to everybody for showing up and listening, and hopefully you learned something new. And that's it from me.
Oh, so sweet. Cosmic.
Where?
He's went to the potty. All right, Ebony, what do you got?
He's back. He's back.
All right, Cosmic's back. Okay, bud, we're wrapping up. Anything you want to finish with?
Now, I mean, one thing I want to point out is your videos for Destiny are insane. It covers everything. That add-on, it's an insane add-on. Also, Nebula does great videos. If anybody needs tutorials, I actually learned how to build by his tutorials on how to make a build, and then he invited me to put a build out, and then the team took me on. So I respect all of you guys that help everybody out. TK is one of the guys that got me going. He's insane help. Mark's always been there for me. Just a great group of people in the Cody community, as long as you don't run into the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, props out to TK and Mark and the One Nation group. That's, again, top-notch people. There's more good people in this community than there's bad people. But bad people tend to rise to the surface, and you hear about them more. But yeah, go ahead, Ebony.
I just want to thank my spliff and and for the good it's about to do to me. It's going to be inspiration to carry on day to day. And I'm just loving life. No, but seriously though, it's great talking to you lot. It's been
Oh my god, we love
Mr.
having you. You're always entertaining.
What's that adequate? Yeah,
Where am
Destiny. Yeah, it's great, Adam. Yeah, I've got Destiny loaded on mine. It's great to explore. It's maybe not for the newbie users, but if you can sort of educate them to get a bit more out of their experience of Cody, it will help them themselves. You can't just come into it expect it to be spoon fed to you. You got like, if you want to cut the cord,
Yeah.
try and
Yeah,
get
if
a
you want
bit
to
of
save money, you gotta make it up somewhere by learning.
yeah, try and get a bit of knowledge about it first. See what you get yourself into. But yeah, you can't like expect everyone like to come in and like update your box every weekend. You could buy a fully loaded device from some guy for like £3,000. But he won't come round next week to update it. The supremacy gets DDoSed.
Exodus and Covenant on it.
All right, hey, Mr. Grindhouse, what you got? Anything you want to finish up with? Anything going on, or?
The only thing I got going on now is I'm working on some mods for Zonfluence 18 because a lot of people have been starting to use that. So I'm going to do some mods and then spread it out to everyone. Also, I'm adding more stuff to the Newbie Builders website. I could probably throw a link in the chat, but
Yeah, hey, send me that link on Telegram, and I will post it in the show notes along with the. I will also post the links to some of the other the Nebula videos and stuff.
So, Mark, if you do one-on-ones, yeah, I'll be interested in learning how to do it.
And then if anyone wants to check out my YouTube videos, it's just a bunch of me showing you how to do shit and a lot of swearing in the process.
I've seen your videos.
I use those videos as well. He's a genius.
Can I say one thing though?
Yep. Yep.
I noticed on Twitter the other day.
We don't need that shit. We could that shit.
I noticed on Twitter. Remember we were talking about IP Vanish earlier. I just thought about this. We were talking about IP Vanish and how most of us tell you stay away from it. Most of us sensible people. Now, the reason I'm bringing it up again is that I saw somebody the other day who was saying, "Yeah, you can get IP Vanish for me," and it was $14 for 3 months. Now I pay for PIA, which is private internet access, and it's $3.49 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're going to get a reliable VPN, private internet access is, I recommend it highly. But you got to watch out because IP Vanish, first of all, careful of it anyway, and second of all, if you see people selling it for more than what you pay for a good, solid VPN like PIA, stay the fuck away.
They're making their money some way.
They're making their money off of you. So just shop around. Don't please, for the love of God, don't get IP Vanish.
As much as we love them. But yeah, thanks, Mark, Grindhouse, for being on again. I will post links to all the websites. It'll be in the show notes, folks. So if you watch the show, it'll be the little notes behind it, not all the comments. Check out these guys, the people that are on my show. I don't bring just whoever's. I try to bring people that are doing positive shit in this community, that are trying to give back, that are paying it forward. I try to bring people that are doing good things. So check out their channel. Grindhouse has tons of videos. This guy knows a lot. We talked about TK. We mentioned him. Does great work. If you check out these people, you will learn from if you're wanting to do it. Now, if you don't want to learn, well, then don't watch the videos. But if you're wanting to learn and to become more educated, check these people out because these people are doing it, and they're not doing it to fatten their pockets. They're doing it hopefully to teach other people, and maybe you learn something and teach somebody else. So sorry,
that's the thing is too. If you're enjoying something from One Nation or you're enjoying something from Mark's, then they have Telegram groups. So if you like his style and you like what he's doing with stuff and you want to learn how to do it, they will actually teach you how to do it.
One Nation.
there's a lot of there's so many good groups. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Jug, what you got going on, bud? Thanks for sorry.
All right. Well, for some of those out there that have not seen my show or seen me, is I'm Juggernaut, an admin for the Supreme Build Group, and I have the Juggernaut build and the Titanium build for Cody 17.6 and 18.2. My channel is the Juggernaut channel, so I'm going to just put a 1 in the chat and people can check it out. If you like it, stick around. I do things thanks to Blue and Crypt that set me up with Ultra Seedbox and Plex Media Server. I've expanded on there and doing tutorial videos and things like that, which I love doing that. I
John,
have
close to 17.6 kicks.
Huh?
Shit. Krypton's better than Leia.
that's debatable, but it depends who likes to use it. And
I've got good devices. Krypton runs better.
yeah, well, on mine actually, my Shield runs 18.2 64-bit faster than it did 17.6. But and for those who do use Kodi, if you're still out there and you use Wizards, and if you're having problems with 18.2, not being able to install APKs, come out to my channel or come to my Telegram group, which is Jugger Nation, because I have 18.2 raw 64
Drop a link below.
that are fixed. Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know. I kind of lose track when somebody shouts in there while I'm in the middle of talking.
All right.
And,
Hey, I will post a link. All right, go ahead, finish up, Jug. I know you got.
Nope, and that's about it. Thanks for having me on. And that's what I was going to say. That's why I was kind of rambling like I normally do. I don't trust IPVanish either. Like ever since they just got bought recently by the what do you call it? The company that owns PC Mag, where PC Mag magazine or PC Mag was already always pushing #1, their Nord, and now they own IPVanish. For a company that has changed hands so many times from the original saying we never sell our user information unless we're specifically asked about somebody, because that's how IPVanish worked in the past, is they wouldn't give up any information until you ask for a specific user, and then it's like, here you go, here's all the information. I wouldn't use IPVanish even if they paid me. And I'm a lonely little YouTuber that only has 2,900 subscribers because I started way late into this, and IPVanish has asked me to do stuff for them, and I said no. But that being said, thanks for having me on. People come and check out my channel, because once I hit 3K, I'm doing an NVIDIA Shield giveaway, and that is.
I'll lend you 4,000 followers tonight if you put me in the hat for the draw.
Hey, wait, didn't you just say you only got Todd 2 followers when you friggin' put him somewhere? How are you gonna get him?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got 2 views.
I've got 6,000 followers. I can spare you 4,000. Like bring the draw on.
All right, make it happen. All right, go ahead, Jug.
Yeah. So it's for those who subscribe to my channel. Once we hit 3K, we're gonna do a NVIDIA Shield giveaway, and it's open to everybody who's helped support me and get me this, even whether it's late in the game, from the beginning, or anything like that, to show appreciation. And it's worldwide, so it's not one of the.
I've done it already. I've made posters. I put them all over England. you got a poster like on the Houses of Parliament.
On houses and telephone poles and bobby hats and everything.
Yeah, you're everywhere. You're everywhere, mate. I've done my best. Like in the last 3 days, I've been so busy. You try to staple a poster into a brick wall.
All right.
All right, hold on, Ebony. Hold on, let me finish up.
I'm all good. Thank you, Ebony, and thanks everybody.
All right, so again. Jug, I mean, for only having 3,000 subscribers or under 3,000 subscribers, I am blown away. But I've been doing this for 3 years. I got less than 10,000 subscribers. If you're doing it and you're doing it to help people, to be honest, you're going to grow like a snail. If you're doing and you're making videos every day and you try to hit on every hot button subject just to grab up subscribers, you're going to grow like a weed. That's your choice. Decide whichever way. It doesn't matter. I mean, I've seen that happen. But you know what? Jug has good information on his channel. He has some of the movie stuff. If you have a seed box and you're wanting to know about Plex and seed box, great information on that channel. Great information that if you want to learn about that stuff. And that was one of the cool things he does, a full explaining how it works. So if you're wanting to learn about that stuff, check it out. Hats off to Ebony and the One Nation group. I want to thank them for being on here and hanging out.
Thanks for having us. I really thank you for having us. It's been a pleasure.
And I mean,
Yeah, don't thank him. It was all me.
It's funny.
It was all on you, Blue. Yeah,
It was.
it's your fault.
It's
I'm
the
just
boobs.
kidding.
It's the boobs. So check out their guys' videos. I will post as many links as they send me. I will post them in the show notes. Check them out. Check these people out. Again, these people are the people that Cody is built on, that do this just because they want to help other people. They're not these people that are pushing an IPTV service or pushing this or pushing, hey, click on this Amazon
It's
link.
our hobby.
We're not here to try to fatten our pockets off this. So check these people out. They're good people. And I want to thank everyone for being on here. I didn't have a single subject that we're going to talk about today. And I just threw the thing out here for people to be on there. And I loved that people came on. Thanks to everybody that joined the show. And I will do my best in the next day or two to post those links. Check out the show notes. Click on these people. Add them. Do all that stuff. And if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. Telegram's probably the best place. You can find me at DeButcher on Telegram. It's the same name. To find me on Telegram, I'm pretty easy to find.
Oh, sorry. Can I say something really quick?
Yes, we can.
If you ask any questions on any of my videos, guys, if you've joined, I noticed I got a few followers tonight. Thank you. I probably will get back to you in the next 2 months.
Oh, a timely manner, right on.
That's about it. So again, if you join Telegram and you send the message to me, I'll send it to her, and then I'll get the message back. So
Perfect.
So yeah, it's all good. But hey, thanks again to Trooper, buddy. Thanks for being in the chat. He's always posting links, and he posts them in all the Telegram groups.
He's adorable.
Hero and a lot of the stuff in the background. He does it just to help people. He's not here to gain nothing off this. So I appreciate it. And hey, y'all, streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you.
Woo-hoo.
And have a good day, bro.